Hi guys, it's Mikey Tech. In today's video, I'll be working on task 3 of my internship with Cognifyz Technologies, where I'll be analyzing the relationship between savings objectives and investment choices. So let's get to work. The objective of this task is to analyze the relationship between savings objectives and investment choices. And the steps include correlation analysis, where we're going to explore the correlation between savings objectives, example capital appreciation, and investment avenues, example equity. 2. Chart creation. This way we're going to generate charts displaying preferred investment choices for each savings objective. So let's begin. Alright, so once Power BI is open, all we're going to do is open to a new page like we normally do and give our page the title. So we're going to insert the text box, right? So the title of our page is tax 3 objective analysis, right? So we're just going to format this in 28 and upload already. So we just right. So to bring this down, let's okay. Let's take it down a bit and delete this from there. So what we're going to do now is just to edit this like we normally do. We turn our rounded corners to 15. Sure. So once that is done, all we're just going to do next is start the main work. So our main task for today is to create a correlation analysis for the dataset given to us based on objective and avenues. So what we're going to do is open transform data. So first off, we are going to use the Pearson correlation, right? And for the Pearson correlation, all the data sets going to be used has to be in numerics. So therefore, for objective and avenue columns, we're going to convert it to numerics, right? So first off, we take the objective column, right click it and duplicate. Then we just rename this to objective numeric. Okay, right. Numeric. Right. Okay. And what we're going to do next is to convert this into figures. So for capital appreciation, we're going to change that to 1. Right. Income will be 2. Growth will be 3. Okay, so and that's it. So you know what, to let's convert it to numerical, right? Numerical. Okay, so then we're going to take the avenues column, right click and duplicate it and rename this to avenue numerical. Okay, so then we're also going to convert these into figures. So for mutual funds, we're going to continue. We ended 3 at the numerical, so we're going to continue here as 4. Equity 5. Fixed deposits 6 and public provident fund would be 7. So for our correlation, we're going to use these two columns, the objective numerical and the avenue numerical, for the calculation. So next thing we're going to do is just to close and apply. Right, close and apply. Okay, so the next thing we're going to, okay, so just wait for this to load. Okay, all right. Sorry. Okay, so okay, so once it's loaded, you just create a new measure for our correlation. So right click and tap on new measure. All right, so we're just going to call our new measure Pearson correlation. Pearson correlation. Okay, but correlation. Okay, so that's the Pearson correlation formula on your screen. So that's the formula. That's the formula on the screen. Right, so we're just going to convert this formula into DAX formula. Right, so I had it already copied in my notepad, so we're just going to copy this formula. So yeah, we copy this. Hold. Okay, let's copy. Okay, so we're just going to copy the formula. Copy and paste it. Right, so for the formula, it says divide the sum of x, so the data set and objective numerical, multiplied by the avenue numerical. When you are done with that, subtract by the sum of objective numerical and the sum of avenue numerical over the square root, right? The square root of the sum of objective numerical raised to the power 2 minus the sum of objective numerical raised to the power 2, and also multiply multiply by, right, avenue numerical raised to the power 2 and subtract by avenue numerical raised to the power 2. Right, so that's the formula being converted. So right, so just going to hit enter. Okay, yes, so once that is here, we just move this up and card this. You just put this in the card. Okay, okay, so while we fetching errors, okay, so calculation error, okay, yeah, okay, so right, so the problem is that when we created the new columns, we didn't change the data type. Right, so after creating the new columns, we didn't change the data type into numeric, so that's why I said Pearson correlation use only numericals. Right, so you see here, so the columns created were created in alphabetical alphabet here. So we're just going to change this into a whole number and change this into a whole number. Right, so we're just going to close and apply and see it work. Right, so let's see. Okay, it's working on it. Okay, so that's good. So we can clearly see the Pearson correlation for objective and avenue. So we have a negative correlation. Right, so that's it. So we're just going to format this, right, to general and effect. So we just turn on the visual border and shadow. So we just change our rounded columns, the corners, to 15 as usual. Right, so that's it. So this is simply the main task. So the next thing we're going to do is create a chart for the objectives and the avenues they chose. So we're just going to take a column chart. So you can just use this. Okay, my bad. Okay, so just we tap here. Okay, so we just open the chart up right here. Okay, so we're going to pick up objective, right, and against avenues. Okay, so where are the avenues? Okay, avenues, right, so you move that up here. Okay, so that's it. So the objective by the avenue, right, so we have the objective, that's capital, right, so capital appreciation has about a count of 26 avenues, and for growth there are about 11, and for income there's just 3. So let's just format this visualization. Okay, format those general effects, so we just give it the same format as the previous one. So we turn on the visual border thing here to 15. Okay, 15, my bad, 15. Okay, and we turn on the shadow. Okay, so let's just make this quite bigger, and okay, take this a bit. Right, so the next thing we're going to do right now is to pick up a slicer. Okay, pick up a slicer, and so just going to use that to just control this page on the specific avenue you want. So we're just going to use this here, right, so just pick the avenue and drag it in there. Right, so if you just choose the specific avenue you want, you can just find the the count of it and its correlation. So just do that. So let's edit or format this slicer up. So just tap here and come back on format. So slicer settings. So we don't want just a vertical list, we want it as a drop down. So you just tap on it, it just drops down. So yeah, when you tap on it, it drops down here, and you pick on the specific avenue you want. So maybe equity, then it formats to equity, or fixed deposits, or mutual funds, or public property. So that's simply it. So let's just make it quite bigger. Okay, right, let's do that for this. So we have all the space to ourselves. Okay, let's make this down and put this here. So let's format this. Okay, so we go to format, general, effects, turn on the visual border, the shadow, and definitely our rounded corners to 15. Sure. So this is simply our task for today. See you same time next time. It's your boy Mikey Tech. Bye bye.